Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, I played a video series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, shop food and drink items. I eat the stuff, I drink stuff, then I'll talk about the stuff, folks. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious crap that I'm going to go over there and try on the old show. I'm going to put it in my mouth parts. You know, my teeth are involved in everything. I mean, they better be involved. Take care of your teeth, folks. You end up like a dumbass like me in your 30s. You end up having to pay thousands of dollars to get shit repaired. If anyone is watching this, statistically, it's extremely unlikely. My audience, according to my my metrics, according to YouTube, it's like my age to like 45 across the board. I get a little older. Sometimes I hit that range. That is about it. And it's like apparently it's like 100% dudes at this point. It was actually I had a slight edge on women. It was like I think like 61% women, and now it's just 100% guys. So it's a big old sausage party up on my channel. Ladies, if you'd like to rejoin the thing, I've got a Peter Can Thunderbolt poster, got a crappy old ladder. I'm also wearing a cool shirt. How could you resist the boom Master of Flying Guillotine shirt? Master of Flying Guillotine, excellent classic kung fu movie. It's a shitload of fun. It's a sequel to another excellent kung fu movie called The One-Armed Boxer. Both star Jimmy Wang Yu. Also, I want to give out a little bit of credit to the Master of Flying Guillotine himself, this dude right here. This guy named Cam Kong. Sadly, he's no longer with us. Sadly, Jimmy Wang Yu, also no longer with us. So they're duking it out in kung fu heaven or whatever. So... But anyway, what am I trying for y'all today, folks? Well, boom! Whoop, boom! We got Big Game Energy, Sour Gummy, Zero Sugar stuff. It's an energy drink. There's a pixelated deer on it. Look at the pixels! I don't know what this is. I don't know if it has an association with anything. I know there's like all the G Fuel stuff. I've even considered going over there and doing some of the G Fuel stuff. I want to say I might have recorded one, and I don't know if there was like an issue with the recording or if I just ended up deleting it because I didn't like the video, like something about the video. Because I want to say that I did one for the Sonic one. You know, all that stuff is there. I've considered doing it, but like some of the folks associated with the G Fuel stuff, like I'm a gamer, and I'm not trying to gatekeep or anything like that. That's not my business. I'm definitely a retro gamer, pixels and such, although polygons as well. And, you know, the whole, like, modern gaming scene with the influencers and the stuff, good on them. I'm not part of that. I do my own thing. I watch some of the old video gaming stuff on YouTube. AVGN, periodically, occasionally I'll watch, not so much the newer stuff, sadly, although occasionally some of the Game Grump stuff. You know, their channel, sadly, has been a little bit up and down over the years. Although AVGN's has been, too, lately. And who else? Rerez, like Rerez. I don't think he's caused any problems or anything like that. But, yeah, anyway, this thing. So, like I said, I don't know if it has any association, but it's got a pixelated deer on it. It's also Sour Gummy, which, I don't know what, man, like, I don't know if it's one of those things where, like, somebody eventually figured out that, like, certain types of energy drink taste like gummy worms, or if that was an active thing. But now, like, a lot of energy drinks have, like, a gummy worm flavor. So it's got to be easy to do, I guess. It's also zero sugar, which makes me a little bit sad because typically I am not a big fan. Sucralose. I'm not the biggest zero sugar guy in the world. Zero sugar stuff tends to taste like zero sugar stuff to me. But we're going to try this out, and we're going to give it a go, because I like trying energy drinks anyway. Plus, I was working all night, so it's very bubbly. I actually had an energy drink not too long ago. I didn't do a review for it, but it was like one of the most bubbly things I've ever had. It was just like literally, just boop, 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 like coming out of the top of it. Okay. that is surprisingly good. Now, the thing with energy drinks is, and I've done plenty of energy drink reviews on this channel, folks. In fact, I just uploaded one today. It's a Japanese energy drink called Battery. Go watch that video. The thing with energy drinks, we live in a great time for energy drinks, because if you're old enough like me, you remember there was a time when energy drink options were not so good. You basically had Red Bull, which especially at that time really did not taste particularly good. They've actually changed the formula. And there was only one Red Bull. There wasn't all the fancy flavors in the summer edition. I did a summer edition Red Bull review. You didn't have that. You just had straight Red Bull. And it was not very good, at least in my opinion. That's why they changed up the formula, specifically because of me. You had Monster. Monster was better, still not great tasting. Now, though, you have all this stuff, and you have this huge range of flavors of energy drinks that typically do actually taste pretty good. So, it's become less and less surprising when an energy drink tastes good. But in this case, well, that being sour gummy, I've had other sour gummy or gummy-flavored energy drinks, so I kind of had certain expectations. And especially the zero sugar, I was like, ugh, not usually big on that. But actually, this kind of works. Yeah, it's, for one thing, they call it sour gummy. I'm not getting a lot of sourness. Now, for me, that's a good thing. I'm not huge on sour stuff. I think sour can be great in certain instances, but like you're not gonna find me, chewing on some lemon heads or anything like that. Although I did do a review for Grenade Sour Gum. Go watch that review. But there is a little bit of a sourness to it, but it's really just kind of at the forefront, and then it kind of lingers a bit in the mouth, but it's not offensively sour. And for me, again, I think that's what I want. I don't want it to be overly sour. Now, the zero sugar aspect of it, it's still pretty sweet, which they used, sucralose as the sweetener. And sucralose, I think, is one of the ones that I'm a little bit more okay with. I'm not 100% sure. I kind of forget, because there's like a bunch of different, sugar alternatives that you can try. And I think sucralose is one of the ones, because this doesn't taste, like I did, what was it? I did a review for the Coca-Cola marshmallow special edition drink that they brought out. I did the normal and I did the zero sugar. I also did the Fanta, what the Fanta, zero sugar. And man, zero sugar stuff just takes the piss out of a drink. I'm sorry, it just does. But this, I'm not going to say that I don't believe that it's zero sugar. I do. But it's nowhere near as intrusive as other zero sugar things that I've had. Certain ones, man, it completely takes over the overall flavor. In this case, it's actually pretty decent. It's sweet, not overly so. You do get a little bit of sour. Now, the only thing is, in terms of the gummy worm flavor, kinda, but I think that is where the zero sugar aspect kind of takes the biggest toll. Because the sour is fine. It's actually pretty decent sour taste. And the overall taste is decent. But I've definitely had other like gummy flavored energy drinks that for me the gummy flavor is much more prominent and it's overall better. With the zero sugar aspect, like I said, I think it kind of takes away from the gummy flavor a little bit. It's there, but it's I think if they just use, because I mean, you think of gummies use sugar. They're probably all sugar. You think of that, and the zero sugar aspect, I think it just, I think it takes away from that a little bit. But overall, it's pretty good. Like, it definitely wouldn't be my favorite energy drink, but in terms of zero sugar energy drinks, it's not actually half bad. I've certainly had far worse zero sugar energy drinks. Is it one that I would regularly grab? No, I have certain ones that are kind of my favorites at this point. But as an occasional thing, like if it would never happen, but if it showed up in the vending machine that I have at work, right? I work nights, so a lot of times I'm grabbing an energy drink at some point during the night. Typically, we have Monster. We have like Monster Coffee. We used to have Starbucks, which I miss. And then now we have NOS. We used to have like the AMP or whatever the fuck it was. Not AMP. Kickstart from Mountain Dew. If this were to randomly show up in there, it wouldn't be my go-to, but it would be something I would grab periodically because it does taste pretty good. So, yeah. Good on you, Big Game Energy. You're pretty solid, like a decent B. Like a very, very solid B. Okay, like not one of those things, you're not looking to edge into the B plus territory. You're just not quite there. But you're also very safe from the B minus territory. You're firmly a B energy drink. And I'm okay with that. Plus Pixel Deer, because why the hell not? Anyway, that's going to do it for me, folks. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. If you could go over there and have yourselves a truly big game rest of your life, because, folks, that's the thing, right? That's the dream, right? Winning the big game. It doesn't even have to be a sporting event. You could go over there, be doing some, well, I mean, esports, quote-unquote sports. It's not, but, what the hell ever. You could go over there and win the big video game. It doesn't even have to be a competitive thing. You could be over there rocking an old school RPG like this guy. Go over there and play some Legend of the Guy or some shit. Win the big game. It's pretty cool. Final 2 things, folks. Number 1, try to bring some positivity to the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You try not to be an asshole. Okay, you're not always going to succeed in that regard. It is, I would wager, almost, if not entirely, physically impossible for anyone to just not be an asshole at all times. Unless there's something where, like, the wiring in your brain is, like, so inherently mellow or something, then maybe. But I think if you have the normal goings-on inside the head meat, to be fair, I might not, I don't know, but I think you're going to have those moments when you slip up. But if you try to mitigate the level of assholishness, I think that's pretty doable. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to sit in a chair. Maybe you're going to go over there and, put your knuckle to your chin, sort of a ponderous look, feel very insightful. Maybe you have some books behind you. I don't have any books behind me. But maybe you do. Maybe you're a well-read individual. I'm kind of well-read, but, that's not what this room is for. It was actually originally. I was going to have this be a little study. But then I was like, I'm not a study guy. I'm a beer can Thunderbolt poster guy. Or conversely, you could go over there and do something way better. Go get a bearded dragon. Bearded dragons are cool. But go over there and make sure you do your research. And make sure you get them a proper habitat. Not the stuff from the pet stores, okay? Those people who work there, they're nice enough folks. Trust me, I worked at a pet store at one point in time. Half the people I worked with didn't know a damn thing. I'm just going to throw it out there. And I include myself. All I knew were snakes, and that was because my dad was into snakes. So, if you're going to get yourself a pet, make sure you do independent research. Bye.